Thank you. I mean, I can edit it. What? So today I'm creating a video to run through branding, how to kind of find your way through it. It might seem a bit overwhelming if you feel like you need to link your personality and your identity with your business goals, specifically with online and social media. And I'm doing one for my retreats. So I run creator retreats. Basically, when I say creator retreats, it's people who are using the online space and social media to create something for themselves. Usually, it's people that are either doing some kind of online business using social media, business in general using social media, content creators, stuff like that. And here I have on my screen a beautiful, beautiful type of, you could say, vision board, mood board type of thing. But this started with the foundation of this was actually me using AI and then gathering inspo from online. So, what I've done and what I love and what I'm so proud of is some of these photos are from my actual retreats, which is amazing. I was able to integrate some of them, but basically, you want to create inspiration color palettes. So I used AI to help me, and then I went into Canva and I kind of played with it. I put some bars here, I used my color picker, but I'm going to run through the whole process. And then I really stepped it up when I saw this image. It's from my favorite bikini brand. And I was like, oh my goodness, like this just really is like the colors that I love and what I was kind of wanting. And I just feel like the work I was doing, I needed to see something that represented. I know it might just look like a basic image of girls in the pool in Greece, but just the colors I really honed in on. And I basically used my color picker, which I'm going to again run through, to scan the image and get all of these beautiful colors. But let's go from the beginning. What you want to do is if you have specific goals in mind, whether it's for your business, for your social media, for your personal brand, maybe you just want to change up the way you're doing things as well. So I opened up ChatGPT and I gave it this prompt here. So I said I run content creator slash online business slash social media slash networking retreats, and I've recently branded from UGC retreat to the ones I just described. I'm wanting to rejuvenate the brand representation in terms of branding. One of the core things I want to start to integrate are brand colors. These retreats are destination retreats held in summer, warm places, involve the guests staying in a luxury villa whilst they learn, connect, and rest. The places are usually beachy places, and I want the brand to have a premium yet comforting essence. I like some help developing brand colors or color palettes you might feel suit this type of retreat business. So I pretty much asked the AI after giving it this information, and what it's done is it's given me different color palettes. And the beautiful thing is, if you have never done this type of thing before, basically these are the color codes, which you would then copy and paste into Canva. And also, when you use the color picker, it's also going to give you a color code, which you can copy and paste into Canva. So, what I did from this point here is I created this deck that I was telling you before. I was wanting to visually see the AI, what it was going to give me. So I basically copied and pasted. I just went to the elements section to select a long rectangular shape and I put them in bar style. You can use circles. As you can see here, I used a mix of circles and squares. I just wanted to change up the shaping just for visual pleasure. And I've copied and pasted the color codes into here. Another thing I like to do, which I started to do for this one as well, it's still loading a little bit, sorry it's a bit slow, is utilizing Pinterest. So utilizing Pinterest, AI, and Canva to bring your brand and brand colors to life. And I would search like a pink aesthetic, green aesthetic, travel, certain types of things that would give me images that I feel like were inspiring and that I want to incorporate into my branding and brand colors. But back to this, I started basic. I created a few slides with different rectangles and colors. And to be honest, I was liking it and it was giving me some type of vision, but I wasn't like fully loving, although I do really love a lot of these colors. And I think over doing these slides, I was like visually seeing the different types of colors I liked and didn't like, essentially. Um, so then from that, I had kind of stopped my activity there, but then I was on Instagram and I saw my favorite bikini brand post this image to launch a new collection. And I was like, I can kind of see all the colors. And when I say all the colors, I'm talking like all the finer details that you can see. But basically, let's say this is another image from them that I absolutely love, which I have in on another slide. But the color picker is what I use to dissect the colors on the image. So if you go to Google Chrome, you can search color picker. It's an extension on the Google Chrome. So you would go into the Chrome and it's free extension. You would then add it to the Chrome. Mine's already added, but you would see add to Chrome here. You would literally just click that. And then if it doesn't show up on your main toolbar, you would press the little puzzle piece and make sure the pin is filled in, because that is what makes it show up on the toolbar. Then back to the Instagrams. This is when you like see even Pinterest. So if you're on Pinterest or Instagram and you're looking for inspiration images, you can use the color picker to break down the colors of the images to get the different tonalities to really just give you some good inspiration and kind of different depth of colors, because maybe you might like a red, maybe you might like different tones of red and you're not really sure which one you want. So really dissecting the colors and then putting them with other colors to see how they actually look together is a really good idea. So for example, I press this, then I press pick, and you would drag it over like the image essentially. And obviously there's a lot of colors in this one thing, but let's say I really like this one. I click it, so I clicked my mouse, and then the top code here is what you would copy. So I'm copying it here. I go to Canva. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to change just this one. And I'm going to paste it into Canva search when I click on the element and I change it. And it's as simple as that. I'm going to undo it just because I want to keep it as it is. Same with Pinterest. Let's say you love pink and you want to integrate some pink. You could get the color picker and drag over all the different beautiful shades. So even here, there's different elements of color. So you have yellow mixed in, you have some brown, you have some deep green, some khaki, some white, some magenta, and then you would just kind of drag it over. If you like a specific area, focus on that. But I like to sometimes do a quick scan and then actually go super slow and see what comes up. Because sometimes when you go super slow, it's when you actually find a color that you're like, oh my goodness, like I did not know this color existed on planet Earth, you know? So when you use the color picker, it's really going to show you the different colors, which I love. So now that I've done that, I'm going back to this. So what you saw me use, the color picker, I pretty much used on this image, and I got all of these colors that you see here. And then I did that and I was satisfied. I was like, I'm not going to add anything else. As you notice, there's no purples in there. There is a broad range of colors for sure, but I'm not going to use all these colors. So I'm trying to just brain dump pretty much all the colors that I like, visually like, for my brand. And then I'm going to make more slides and I'm going to pair certain colors together. So I'm going to continue to iterate. But then I saw, okay, I'm obsessed with this brand by D. If you know, you know. But I saw this image. Firstly, I'm dying for this bikini when it comes out. But the colors I'm obsessed with. So I was like, I have to put this on my kind of vision board type thing, because I also want to get some more colors from that. And I just love the colors in general. It looks like a luxurious combination in terms of like the cobalt blue, the beige, the red, and the gold. I really loved it a lot. So that was the first image I put in. And then I also integrated some of my colors from the previous slide, as well as search Instagram. I have some retreat photos here, 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 this photo, and here. These photos are from my retreat, and I was wanting to just kind of brain dump again and gather inspiration from different images, different colors, and then kind of see how it flowed and see if I can get anything further. Because obviously this is very beautiful and it looks very pretty, all these images, and there's a lot of colors here, but then how can I refine it further? And that's what I'll continue to do on these blank slides. So what I'll do actually, let's say for example, I love this image, I will put it on its own on this slide, and then I will color pick. I would like to add some elements, so elements of the shape. So I will copy and paste some of the circles, and then I will also copy and paste some rectangles, because let's just change up the shaping. Good thing this is for YouTube, because really I ramble. I try to make short form content, and honestly it's tricky these days to make short form content. Anyways, color picker, yes. So I'm gonna pick this. Oh, let's make it bigger. I will make the image bigger. Again, you're thinking, oh, you run retreats. Why are you so obsessed with bikini image? I don't know, just these colors do something to me. And again, I run like summer retreats. So in the warmth, in beautiful villas, in nice summer vacations. I've run some in Greece, some in Australia and Byron Bay. So yeah, like I love this deep type of red. So I'll click on the element and then I'll go to the color section and I will paste it and I'll get that beautiful color there. And I would select a few of my favorite images from the previous board that you saw, and I'll continue to do the same thing. I know you're thinking, oh, this is such a long process. Actually, it's not that long. Like, I only spent in total maybe 2 hours so far, not even. Obviously, I broke it up over a couple of days, so I've just been doing it over a couple of days. And it's fun. I think looking at colors and looking like visualizing visual elements are very important, especially if you find you're someone that's lacking a bit of inspiration and you're struggling to bring your vision to life. This type of thing, mood boarding, especially for something like your brand, your personal brand, whatever brand you have, or however you want to kind of show up online, these colors and establishing like an aesthetic, you could say, is really going to help you when it comes to creating the content, posting the content, and it makes you recognizable. Like I never used to really bother doing this type of thing, and I just feel like as I'm rebranding my retreats, I want them to have a more premium feel because I'm elevating the retreat experience in a way where I'm integrating more things like private chefs, more activities. It's going to become a more all-inclusive retreat when previously it was like semi-all-inclusive, so it was a bit cheaper, but each time I'm kind of added to the experience. I made it a more premium each time, and that's the vision I want for these retreats, and that's what I want to get across in my branding. I want it to be an elevated feel, elevated but not like a cold premium vibe, still like a fun warm open type of vibe. So yeah, I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just kind of showing you the process, so you can kind of see. I do love pastel yellow because I just think this image, oh, it's more like a gold type thing, more gold. I would like a slightly lighter yellow. Again, like once you start to do this, you don't have to fully rely on the color picker. Let's say you want to try a yellow, you could just, for example, I have a beautiful yellow here that I really like a pastel yellow. And I would just go across, and the amount of times I swap around the order, like I know it's not a gradient all the time. Like when I first start doing it, it's not like a gradient according to like the colors, but eventually like I kind of try to group them together a little bit more. But yeah, perfection. You don't need perfection. Just get the thing done, and just put the colors on the page, and then I really like that yellow, but I want a white background for now. But let's change this one. Oh yes, I love it. But I also want, okay, so let's make another element. Yeah, I really like it a lot. And then I think I need to grab an orangey type color to integrate, like a deeper orange. Maybe there somewhere. I like this orange. So I'm gonna maybe make this one. So again, you can get playing with it. You can select inspo images. I'm going to continue to do it for some of these images here. And then I'm going to select. I'm realizing that I know my bold colors, I want them to be blue, green, and like some type of orangey red or a deep red. Those are the colors I want to have as like accents that make things pop. And then I would like to have some soft colors on the back end. So definitely white, definitely some like beigey, neutral type colors, and then a few pastels as well to kind of complement the other colors. And I've been talking for 15 minutes, but I hope you kind of got a little bit from this process. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube. I might put it on Instagram too. We'll see. It's a bit long. I'm not sure how people take to long form content. But yeah, that's kind of a little summary of how I'm doing the branding for my retreat business. And again, Canva, ChatGPT, Pinterest, and Color Picker are the four main things. So Color Picker, Canva, ChatGPT, and also I forgot to mention, I kept prompting it throughout. The best way to use AI is to keep interacting with it. So it gave me these, and I realized it was giving me very only neutral, like very pastel type color palettes. And then I wanted like pop of color because I think it's super important to have like a pop of color as well. And I pretty much said, I do love them. Please take them into account and maybe try to integrate a more vibrant or bold or dense color within, as there are many soft colors and tones which I love. I like to enforce the things I love when the AI gives me something, because if you don't sometimes enforce it, when it does that iteration, it'll take something that you like away, and then you have to kind of backtrack and say, no, like keep that, I love it, and then it just messes it up a little bit. So I prefer to like really emphasize what I do like about what it gives me and what I don't maybe like as much, so that it knows when it iterates again, it keeps what I like and it kind of adds to it and maybe only changes it slightly. But yes, and it gives me even more. And there's still some of these I haven't yet played with, so I'm gonna go back maybe and play with them. But like I said, Pinterest, Instagram, wherever you like to find inspiration images, do your thing. Color Picker, ChatGPT, and Canva to bring the visual aspect to life. And I love this image so much. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a subscribe, give us a follow. I'm still kind of figuring out what I'm going to be posting on this page entirely, but I feel like in the last 4 years, I've done a lot in terms of helping businesses, brands, clients in a holistic way, you could say, in the digital marketing scheme in terms of creative strategy, social media management, content marketing, organic and paid social, um, running an agency part-time with my partner when he was running his creative agency. So I've definitely been quite a holistic butterfly in the last few years, but I haven't put as much attention to my own personal brand, even though I have all the skills necessary for people, businesses, and brands to pay me good money. So I pretty much work for myself. I haven't worked for anyone else in a job for the last 4 years, but now I'm ready to kind of share a bit more knowledge, because I feel like I run these retreats. This is what I'm doing this for. I run these retreats a few times per year, and I really help people kind of evolve and transform in their business, whether it's their online business, whether they use social media, whether they're a content creator, whether they're looking to level up their skills, but also meet amazing people. And the best thing about the retreats is watching everyone come together and grow and transform in some kind of way, especially because when they're with other people, it just really enhances their vision, and people's minds are super interesting. Everyone has really unique experiences, and I find people learn so much from each other at these retreats. And just to watch the energy of the people come together, people that are open-minded, especially ambitious people, it's super refreshing to bring these people together, because I know people are always goal-oriented, and ambitious people are always looking to get around these other types of people. And sometimes it's hard to find really good events in your city and town. So yeah, I run these retreats and I combine a beautiful holiday in a beautiful villa, workshops, luxury villa always, because it gives people the ability to use the space to make content. And I've recently integrated like a personal brand photographer at our last Greece retreat. Oh my goodness, I wish I could show you guys some of the photos, which I will do in another video. All the girls got their own private session to do personal branding photography. And the most amazing thing is, next year when I run these retreats, I'm going to integrate this color type aspect for each person, so that they can also integrate that into their personal brand shoots and online presence in general. So I hope you like this video. If I ramble too much, let me know. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one.